Today we will see how to use a clustering K-mean algorithm to identify a tumor in the brain. So on the screen there are four images. Okay, first two images are of healthy human, and these two images on right side are the images, the MRI images of the brain of the infected person who has the brain tumor. Okay, these all are the MRI images. This first image is a gray image of the brain, and this is the color image of the healthy person. The third image is the gray scale image again of the person who has the brain tumor, and similarly, this is the color image of the same person who has the tumor. So these two images we are going to use in our algorithm to identify the person as a tumor or not. Okay. So this healthy brain data, healthy brain image, this will be our training data set. Okay. We will train the algorithm, we'll train the model, and the tumor data set, tumor image, that will be our test data set on which we will be doing a testing. So let's see what are the files we will require, what are the data set we'll require to run this algorithm. We will using the R language, R Studio, to write this algorithm or to use this algorithm. So let's first of all see what are the data set we required, what are the files we required. So these are two CSV files, which is our data set we will be using in the program, which has healthy CSV. This is the CSV file created from the healthy brain of the human, which will be our training data, and a tumor.csv. This is the file created for from the person who has the tumor in the brain, So that will be our testing data set, and brain tumor will be our class which we are going to write in the R Studio. So these two files we will require as a input data set to our program, and see they are for 4 MB and 2.5 MB. So let me show one file how it look like. This is the healthy.csv I have opened, and it has all the data. Their columns and rows all contain all numerical data. Okay, so this is the data has been created in the CSV file by converting the MRI image of the healthy brain. Okay, so all of numeric data, there are lots of columns, lots of rows. Okay, let's see those in the R Studio, how to use this file. So let's jump to R Studio. R Studio has open. So first of all, we need to install a package which is the Flex Plus. Okay, so I already installed it, so I'm not going to install it again now, but it will not take a couple of seconds just to install the package. But if you have, you should have the internet connection, active internet connection, because this package, it will get installed from the repository of the CRAN. So it needs to be installed. Next is we need to use the same library, Flexus. So this is the run button. I'm just hit the run, and now the library has been loaded. Next, we need to read the MRI image, okay, which is the healthy.csv, which we have shown. So this read.csv is the function. We'll read the CSV file and we'll ignore the header. So header equal to false. So let me execute this. Yeah. So if you see on console, the command has executed. Okay. So let's see the healthy as an object is created. Let's visit the healthy object here. I just click here on an environment, and you can able to see that the data has been now come up as a data frame in the R language, R Studio. So there are number of columns and number of rows. So if you see at the end, this is the 566 entry, and 646 is the total column length, is the healthy.csv, which is now our data frame. Okay. So let's see the structure, how it looked like. Okay. So it all are the numeric values. So display on console. It gives the data frame information, how many are the observations and how many are the variables in the data frame. Yeah. Let's convert the data frame into a matrix, because when we are using image function, we will use the matrix to draw an image. So let's say as dot matrix and pass the data frame, and it will create the matrix. Now the matrix has been created. Let's see the structure of matrix. Yep. So it show the structure of matrix, all of the numerical value. Now it's time to draw image. So we are going to use, first of all, we are going to use the healthy image, or draw a healthy image. So image is the function where we pass the healthy matrix, and color, we are going to use a grace color image first, which will be our first image which we have shown in the presentation. So let me execute this. It might take some time because it's drawing a image from our data set. So if you see, it is in progress. Okay. And when the image will draw, it will appear here. It will appear here in this section. So it's still in the progress. You can see. So it's a gray image. It will come up of the brain from our healthy .csv. Yeah. So if you see on the right side, now the image has been drawn. So let me just zoom it to, so that it can be visible well. It might take some time again to render. It totally depends on the processing of the computer. Okay, so the image has created now, and in this image you can see the position of the eyes and the brain position here. It does not show any tumor here because it's a healthy brain image. Okay, so this is how we can draw a gray image. So let's move. I'm just closing it. Let's move to the next. Now we will use the we will load the another image. I mean, the same, we will draw the colorful image now. Okay. So let me take the again healthy vector, and let's convert that matrix into the vector now, because our k-mean will take the image input as a vector. Let's specify the cluster size as a 5, that I already know. Okay. And to avoid any randomization, let me say seed as a 1. Okay, so it will avoid any randomization. It will give the consistent result. So set random as a 1. And now we'll take a k-mean. Okay, we'll take a k-mean, and which will create the objects of kmc, which will be, we are going to pass for the predict function to predict the image for the tumor. So healthy vector is the converted from matrix to convert to vector, and we will be now executing this to create the KMC in variable. Yes, so now it's created. Let's try to see the structure of KMC. Yeah. So you can able to see this KMC has the multiple variable like plots and witness and between size, iteration, etc. So let's see the center function in the KMC. All are the 5 different clusters created with the centroid as the 5 different value. So now let's extract the cluster information from this KMC, which we will be used for the k-mean, our algorithm. So at the cluster, I just extract the information. Let's execute. What is it? It has all the information. Okay, just let me scroll up. Yep. Okay, so these are the 42 rows, and it's saying that the first observation from the CSV file has been went to the fifth number cluster. And then so on and so forth. So this side, these are the different columns. I mean, column means these are the different columns. For one is 42, then he's starting from 43 to 84. So each of the observation went to which cluster. This will be got represented here. So let's go ahead. Okay, now let's time to plot again image which will be colorful image of the healthy brain. So what that required is the healthy cluster. That vector we need to take it from uh, column and rows of the earlier healthy matrix from healthy matrix. So let's say dimension healthy cluster and see number of rows from healthy matrix, number of columns from healthy matrix. So let's create the dimension. Yeah, it's created. Now let's try to draw a image of healthy brain, which will be colorful. So healthy cluster that we took as a parameter. And now we are using the function as a rainbow for the fifth cluster. Okay, all 5 parameters. So let's execute the image function and let's wait because it is in progress. It will take again some time to draw. Yes, on the right side, you can see the image has drawn. So let's zoom it to show in better resolution. So image is rendering. Yes, so you can able to see this is eyes position and this is the brain left side and right side. So now this is the colorful image of the healthy brain. Earlier we saw the gray image. Now this is the colorful image, and now it's time. So time to train and load the file for a tumor. So let's take a again read the CSV file which having the tumor.csv. It has the data from the person who has the tumor in the brain, and again we are not reading the headers, so header equal to false. So let's see the structure of the file. So let me execute str structure. So again all are the numeric values. Okay, all are the numeric value in the file. If you see it's executed here and all the data frame has been loaded. So to see the data, let's explore the tumor. Yeah, so I just click on the tumor object here and you can able to see the all data has been loaded as a data frame into the studio. I'm just closing it. Okay, so now again we need to convert that data frame into the matrix. So tumor matrix equal to as dot matrix, and we are passing the data frame as object because we need to pass that vector function to the predict function to predict the output. Okay, so let's convert that into the vector. So as dot vector, and we are passing the matrix as the function. Sorry, matrix as the object. Now we convert to the vector tumor vector. See the structure. So all numeric value is present. Now it's time to use kmc.kcca. So KCCA is basically the k-centroid cluster analysis, and that we take it from the KMC, which is your the parameter which we already calculated here earlier. So let pass the KMC as a original parameter and the healthy vector. So it will create the KMC.kcca. Yes, so it's created. Now it's trying to predict, pass the our KMC.kcca along with the tumor vector so that it will predict the tumor cluster. Okay, and that we use for the drawing of the image for the brain tumor function or brain tumor person. Okay, so let's write predict KMC.kcca, which is here, and we are taking as a tumor vector as an input parameter as a new data, and create a tumor cluster. Okay, so let's execute it. Yeah, so now we need to draw an image for the brain tumor person. So let's use again the same similar kind of dimension. Take a rows and columns from the tumor matrix. So see number of rows for tumor matrix, number of columns from tumor matrix, and let's execute for a dimension, create the dimension. Now, yes, dimension has been created. Now we need to draw again grayscale image and the colorful image for the brain tumor. So let's take a image as a function and then pass tumor cluster. And we are taking the gray scale. So let's execute it. So now on right side, we can able to see the gray scale image, which will show a tumor. So it is still in progress because it's rendering. Yes. So now let me zoom it to show in greater scale. Yes. So you can able to see on the left side there is a tumor has been shown found. We have passed the tumor data to the healthy brain function, and then it identify this tumor because the cluster intensity is 5 we have set. Now it's an additional one, so it anonymity has been identified. That is a display in gray scale image. So let's draw a colorful image. It will give the better visualization of the tumor. So again, let's take a image function tumor cluster and uh, color as a rainbow. Okay, and pass the cluster intensity. So let's execute it. Again, it will take some time to render. On the right hand side, we will see the color image with the tumor. Yes. So let me just zoom it little bit more. Yes. So we can able to see the green color tumor has been identified in the brain, and there is no any other green color anywhere else. So that is the tumor which we have identified. So this is the way we can able to identify the healthy brain and tumor brain from the any of the data set. So this is we draw from healthy .csv, and finally we got this one tumor for from the infected file, and this is how we can able to identify the uh, tumor in the brain. So this is we have used the cluster K-mean algorithm to identify. It's very on a basic level. I mean, if you still want to go in detail, there are multiple libraries available who can give the more insight, the size of the cluster, size of tumor, width of tumor, and other parameters. But this is just a introductory understanding how this cluster K-mean algorithm can be used to identify a brain tumor. Thank you very much.